going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to check out some products that were sent to me by a company called Wildwood Grilling. Okay, it's a company out of Idaho, and they manufacture all types of planks for smoking, wraps, and wood chips, and anything you need to add smoke flavor to the food that you're cooking on the smoker grill or even in the oven indoors. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the company, right? All right, Wildwood Grilling started in 1995, and they sell products all over the United States, all 50 states, and in some countries around the world. Okay, it's a small family-owned manufacturer and wholesale company, and all the products are sourced and made 100% here in the United States. Okay, the products are made in Sandpoint, Idaho. They got a facility out there, and all of the products are 100% pure. Okay, they have a cool website, so go out there and check them out. They have a lot of stuff to experiment with and try different flavors of wood and things. So, hey, check them out if you're interested in doing something a little bit different, or if you want to do some smoking indoors like we've been doing for the last couple of videos since winter's coming around. Want to give people some different options in adding smoke to their food without going outside and braving the elements. Even though we do it, I love to do it, but everybody doesn't want to go outside in the cold to add just a little smoke. Okay, so what we have here is we have a couple of bags of chips that they sent us. This is mesquite chips and some in a Northwest blend. This says cherry and alder, so that should be very interesting. Cherry and alder mixture should give your food a nice red color with a nice mild flavoring of smoke. That should go good on some salmon, seafood, or anything that's light like that. And of course, mesquite, we can throw that almost on any type of meats, or beef and things of that nature. Okay, these are wraps, and we haven't used those yet, but we're going to do a video using those. I'm very interested in those. These, I guess, you wrap your food in these thin wood planks, put them in the oven or on the grill, and it surrounds the food with the wood and adds flavor that way. But what we're going to be using today is we're going to be using these planks here. And we've cooked on planks before, but I've never used a hickory plank. And they sent me a hickory plank along with some cedar planks. So we're going to go ahead and use these hickory planks today on some pork chops. So we're going to be doing some hickory smoked pork chops. And we're going to be cooking outside on the Rectech pellet smoker. Now, I know you can use these in the oven, so this should be the same thing as using them in a pellet smoker. I know a lot of times we use these cedar planks on charcoal, and they tend to burn up the plank. So hopefully we get the same added hickory flavor. We're going to be cooking our pork chops at 250 degrees until they reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees. So hang around and go ahead and throw this plank in some water and soak it for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we'll come back with the prep work, and we'll get to cooking, and then we'll see exactly how this comes out. So, hey, don't go nowhere. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and season our pork chops. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to use a little bit of olive oil as a binder. And as you can see, we got some nice thick chops here. These boys are probably about 3/4 of an inch in thickness. So it's going to take a little while to cook, maybe a couple of hours. Like I said, we're going to be cooking to an internal temperature of 145 degrees, okay? And we're going to season these two different ways, okay? So the first one we're going to be using, both of these seasonings are from Chef Polite, from It's Only Food. If you guys haven't tried his rubs yet, please go out there and order some. Check it out. He's got some fabulous rubs. He sent us a couple, and we've been trying them. So this one here is called Insane Steak and Chop Blend. So we're going to be putting that liberally on one of these chops, and as you can see, the pieces of seasoning on this are quite large, and kind of reminds me of that old McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning with the large bits of salt, pepper, herbs, and spices and stuff. So we're gonna make sure we coat this liberally, and we didn't trim these pork chops. I wanted them to have some fat because they're center cut, and we didn't brine these pork chops. I wanted to make sure it had some fat during the smoking process so that they wouldn't dry out. Okay. All right. So we got that one coated, and the other one by Chef Pulley is called his Greek seasoning. Okay. So this is very good. Also, we're gonna layer that on the other chop, like so. This one has a very herbaceous smell to it. Got that Greek type smell, and the flavor, we've had it before, the flavor is great. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to Chef Pulley's website down in the description block and at the bottom of the screen here. Okay. All right, so now that we have these seasoned, we're going to go ahead and get these on our plank. All right, so we're going to take our plank out of the water. It's been soaking for about 50 minutes now. I had it set to 45. The instructions said to let it soak for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and lightly dab that off. And then we're going to go ahead and put our pork chops on here. Now, these are some beasts, so I'm going to see if I can get these to fit on here. I'm going to get most of the meat on the wood because that's where we want the smoke flavor, okay? Okay, there we are. Okay, so our grill is upstairs, set at 250 degrees. We're using the RecTech Mini today. So we're gonna go ahead and get these bad boys out there and get a thermometer in them so we can monitor their temperature. And when they get to 100 degrees or 120 degrees or so, I'm gonna flip them over so that both sides can be able to lay against the hickory and absorb some of that flavor. So hey, come on, let's go out to the deck. All right, guys, so we're out here on the deck. I hope you can hear me. The audio is from the camera, from my cell phone, so hopefully you can hear me. We're going to put it in our RecTech Mini here, and we got it set to 250 degrees. It's already smoking. Okay. All right, so we're going to come back and we're going to put a thermometer in this, and then we will show you what it looks like halfway through, and then when I flip it over. Okay, so hey, don't go nowhere. All right, guys, so here's the finished product. We're done with our cook. We cooked for about 90 minutes, about an hour and 45 minutes for these pork chops to get up to 145 degrees. I carried them up to about 150 because one pork chop was done and one pork chop was not quite there. So we got them up to about 150 degrees, and I let them rest for about 30 minutes. So here's the results. Let me go ahead and give you a close-up look. All right, so here you go. Here's the one with the Greek seasoning on it, and it has a great color to it. I love that. The room smells fantastic. I can't wait to taste these pork chops. Here's the one with the steak and insane steak and chop seasoning on it, and you can still see the large bits of seasoning on it. So I can't wait to bite into that one also. This is the Wildwood plank that we use for the hickory, so it didn't quite burn up as they normally do when you put them on charcoal, so I'm not quite sure if I would even attempt to reuse this again. But the key to this plank is whether or not it transferred that hickory flavor to the meat. So it definitely got some heat to it. It bowed pretty well, and it's dripping with moisture and with juice, so obviously the pork chop still has some juiciness to them. All right, so let's put this on the side. Okay, and let's go ahead and have a taste test. All right, so we have our knife and fork here, and let's taste the Greek flavored steak first. And I'm gonna move this over so you can see whether or not it's moist. So remember, we didn't trim the fat, so we left the fat. It still looks like it's nice and moist. Okay. All right, here's the taste test. It smells very good, and I can smell the hickory. Let's see if the flavor came through. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a fantastic pork chop. I got the hickory flavor from the plank, and the Greek seasoning itself from Chef Pauli's seasoning is fantastic. It's so herbaceous. It's got a nice, I don't know. It's like Mrs. Dash on steroids, man. It is a fantastic seasoning, and the hickory flavor from the plank definitely came through. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, so let's try the one with the insane seasoning on it. And it's juice all over the cutting board here. So these pork chops are definitely moist. Oh, this one has a lot of moisture to it also. I can still smell the hickory. So let's check out this insane chop rub. Now this one is very good also. However, I might have been a little heavy-handed on the seasoning where it is a little salty, but the flavor is fantastic though. Pepper and the salt, and in combination with the hickory, this is a fantastic rub also. This is great. So, well, there you have it. I gotta say that this was definitely a successful cook. I'm gonna eat these pork chops, at least one of them tonight with a side salad. And so, once again, we got these products, the wood products from Wildwood Grilling. I'll put the description down, the link down in the description block, and the contact information here on the screen. Check them out. They got some great products out there. I want to thank them for sending us these products to review. I can't wait to use the wrap and the other woods in a cook later on this week. Also, Chef John Polite from It's Only Food. You've got to check out his website. You have got to check out some of his rubs. He's got many, many more rubs than this. He's got a Bloody Mary rub, he got a chicken rub, but he's got great rubs. Check him out. If you are in the market for something unique and flavorful, you definitely got to check out Chef John Polite's website. Also, if you're in the market for a pellet smoker, once again, like I said before, wintertime's coming. If you don't want to stand out there tending wood, a pellet smoker is the way to go. So check out the guys at rectechgrills.com. They have some fabulous products, and they've come out with a new little bullseye, so check that out also. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. I'm about to take these upstairs and get busy on them. So, like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Ooh, see you guys around the smoker. Ooh. Good eats.